Hi, parents. Today, while I'm sitting here, I realized that I really didn't have an opportunity last night to share my presentation about our classroom. So I thought I'd do a real quick snippet, walk through the slideshow that I printed for you for last night for open house. So I thank all of you that came and were able to drop off things and get to meet the kiddos. Really looking forward to the school year. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I said last night, welcome to the classroom. A little bit about myself. This is Team Signs. I like to share this. This is my family. When my kids were your kids' age. This is my husband, Ed. This is our older son, Aaron, and this is our younger son, Evan. Flash forward to this past winter. This is the same crew. Aaron in this picture is 22 now, soon to be 23, and our son Evan is 20 and plays baseball in college at Eastern. He's a shortstop, and Aaron just graduated from college. So now we have Signs 2.0. This summer, our son Aaron married Emma. So now we have a beautiful daughter, sweet Emma. So this is Signs 2.0. And as you can see here, here's some pictures of our family. My husband and I have been married for 26 years, which is crazy. And we do have a grand puppy. This is Brony. And that's just a little bit about my family. So about me personally, this is year 30 for me, which is crazy and hard to believe. I've taught 20 years in Lancaster City schools, and the last 10, I believe, have been in the Gales program. So it's kind of a special year. 10 years with these little kiddos. I earned my undergraduate degree from Ohio University, got my master's from Ashland, and went on and got my second master's from University of Cincinnati, specializing in gifted. Along with that, and this year, we're going to learn a lot about the exceptionalities of our beautifully wired gifted minds. We're going to learn what asynchronous development is, what it means to be twice exceptional, perfectionism. Yep, that's a big one. And just overall social emotional well-being. These are some big things that we hit this year, really work on trying to unlock the beautiful gifted mind, learn what it is, what it might be, and strategies and toolboxes to help us to equip the kids as they move forward. I mentioned this in the spring, but I know not everyone was able to make that spring meeting. This is a blueprint of third grade. The first quarter, which I'm sure we've got some little anxious minds right now, the first quarter of this year is really the main goal is a healthy social emotional well-being. This is where kids are going to come in. We're going to acclimate to the new environment with kids that are just like them. That is our goal. We're just going to get them adjusted, get them used to being here. The second quarter, as the year progresses, is where we're going to scaffold a little bit more complexity. We're going to increase the rigor, increase the independence. You're going to start to see some different shifts in that. I assure you, I will do my very best at keeping a pulse, but I also need you. Class Dojo is an essential tool. Communicate if you start to see things. You are the eyes at home. This is definitely a team process. So I'm going to expect all of us to work together, as well as the kids to be responsible. Come to me when things are tough. I will be there. It's a whole team concept. The third and fourth quarter, or basically the second half of the year, is when we're going to continue to increase that rigor and independence. We're going to move and shift into gifted curriculum specific for our kids. And that's where you're going to start to see that foundation now being laid for fourth and fifth grade Gales. Reading contracts are we do this every year. This year, it's going to look a little different as we navigate. We don't have accelerated reader, which we've had for years. And so I'm not real clear. Mrs. Clark Cup and I are working together to try to figure out the best plan moving forward with the contract. But that being said, the reason why I put this in here is this year is going to be different than previous years, where I'm suspecting, based on previous experiences, that this population of kids have had the opportunity to read a lot at school because they're the fast finishers. That's not going to be the case this year. So you're probably going to have to reschedule or learn how to carve some independent reading time at home. Maybe your kids are readers and that's definitely not an issue. My particular boys, those two that you saw, I had to work to carve time with them because reading was not math. You give them math, they can do it till the sun sets, but reading, mom had to push a little bit harder on. So just want to make you aware of that is kind of a shift in the Gales program, because now they're with their like-minded peers, which is what we want. But that seems to be an adjustment for some families in the past. Also, this year in third grade, this is a fundamental year in facts. A lot of kids have been already may know their multiplication. This is our foundation in our curriculum. So any type of fact practice, whether that's on the computer, whether that's old-fashioned fact cards or time tests, we'll get to more of that later, but I think it's just important that I know as a parent, I always like to find different fun games and things to do. So it's just nice if you know that ahead of time, that multiplication and very basic division will be a huge part of our year. Obviously fractions and other things, but it all builds on those basic skills. In your child's folder was a getting to know you paper. I think it looks a little bit different than this. No, I don't know. I don't know if I changed it this year or not, but if you could, please fill that out and send it back in with your kiddo next week at some point. This really helps me get to know them. Again, it's that team thing. So I really appreciate that. And lastly, Class Dojo. Big advocate for communication. You will see that I view Class Dojo as a window into the year. I know that this was a big decision for you to allow your kiddo to come to the program. So I really like to give you an inside view of what we're doing. So I will be posting, I typically post quite a few pictures. I like to let you see what we're doing. Also, that being said, there's the whole private message. No one sees that but me. If you select on that, like if you comment on pictures, that's different. That's public. All the parents can see. But the messages come directly to me. Please use that as a tool. I really work hard to keep that communication open. It's a valuable piece and one that we'll use a lot. That's probably the quickest way for us to communicate. Obviously, you can always call or email, but Class Dojo is up and functioning. Like I said, I take pictures, I snap things all the time on there. So that is a surefire way to get in touch. And lastly, I just like to punctuate this with this quote that says, "We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges." So this year is going to be full of a lot of growth. There are going to be things that definitely challenge us, but we are together. We're in this together. This is a team effort. And like I said, I'm super excited. Thank you all. My goodness, I think we had almost everyone here last night. So I'm just get so energized when I see the kids, and it just makes me excited for another year. I know it's year 30, but man, I still feel like it's very beginning of my career. I still get excited every year. So hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing everybody Monday morning. Thank you all.